Hey, Tippi Toes families. Wow, it's been a wild March. How you guys holding up? I'm a mom, and so I'm with you. It has just been a whirlwind the last few weeks, just figuring life out. And I wanted to hop on here because honestly, I have a lot of updates, and I felt like I was having a hard time getting it all in an email to you. Plus, my heart is just, I've been wanting to connect with you guys and just check in, and I know that's hard with hundreds and hundreds of dance families, but guess what? I'm learning new technology over the last couple weeks, and so I just wanted to connect with you this way and give you some updates and let you know where things stand as far as Tippi Toes goes. So first things first, I hope that you guys have been receiving your local virtual class videos from us locally. So you should have received 2 of those by now, one this week, one the week before, in addition to a recital video from us, as well as the login information for the corporate virtual dance platform. That is typically a $40 a month virtual dance program, but they've waived that and we enrolled you guys into that as well. So if you don't have 4 emails with 4 different videos of dance classes, please get in touch with us. If you're having trouble knowing how to open it, or even get it to broadcast up on your television for your kids, let us know. We're kind of figuring things out with you, but we've put together like some step-by-steps if you're having trouble doing that. Costumes. Many of you have come to the curbside drive-thrus to pick up your costumes, and we've also begun surprising you all as best we're able while staying safe, doing home front door deliveries for your costumes for those of you that paid for a costume and opted into our recital. Give us a little bit more time to get those out to you. I'm really trying hard to not exhaust my team, but we are working really hard to get costumes out to you guys in all of our various communities. So I'm hoping within the next 7 to 10 days, everyone will have their costume at home safely so that your kids can enjoy dressing up in that even while we're all locked in our homes for a period of time. Tuition. A couple of you guys have asked, but I know that I told you in my last email to you that I would get you that information. And again, we're all in this together. We are all kind of sitting down in our homes and figuring out what life is going to look like for all of us over the next few weeks. But I definitely know that there's nothing that replaces being together in person for dance classes. So what we are gonna do for April is we're gonna reduce everybody's tuition. So that will be $27 for the month of April. And that will include continuing to get weekly classes from us locally, getting more recital videos to practice, and also getting the weekly corporate virtual dance program weekly. So along with that, we've got some really fun dance sessions that we're gonna schedule for Zoom. If you don't know about Zoom, I encourage you, look up the app. It's a free video conferencing app. You can do it on your computer, you can do it on your phone, and our teachers, we're gonna schedule with you guys class by class, like a 10 to 15 minute dance session, dance party, so your kids can see one another, so your kids can see their dance teachers. And honestly, my teachers are like chomping at the bit to do this so that they can see your kids. We've all had a really abrupt changing gears, and so I just think this will be a really special time. So we're going to get all that scheduled for all of our classes during the month of April, and we're really looking forward to that. If you have siblings in dance, they both will not be $27. We will do $27 for the first sibling and then $10 for the second child. And we're working diligently right now to get all of those accounts set up to process that accordingly for April. So thanks for your patience with that. This weekend, actually today, I think personal video messages from our teachers to your child's class are going out by email. Again, it will be a link that you can just pull up, but it's their personal video messages from all of our teachers to all of your kids. So we're really excited for your kids to get that, because my teachers miss your dancers. And if they have videos they want to send back, feel free to do that. We will do the best we can to get those videos out to the girls. You can post it on Facebook. You can message us through Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get that out to our teachers too as a way for them to stay connected. Let's see. I talked about Zoom. Recital. Okay. So we really don't know what May is going to look like, right? There's a lot of different ways that this could go. And so right now we have a lot of working plan A, plan B, plan C in place, depending on how this unfolds during the month of April. At this time, we have not rescheduled either of our recitals, our Owensboro, Ohio County recital or our Bowling Green area recital. We've been in contact with both of our venues, and we have a tentative plan in place that if we're able, if the governor and the medical professionals say that it is safe to join together again, we will plan to do that. If we're not at that point yet for May, we've even looked into having smaller group recitals. We've also looked into just bumping it back into early June. All of this is taking into consideration that it would be safe for all of us to get together. But we'd like to just ask for your grace to say, hey, we're gonna make that call a little later into April once we know how all of this is unfolding. So thanks for your understanding with that. I would just encourage you guys to let your kids keep practicing the recital material and stay plugged in. They can watch these videos as often as they want. I know here with my daughter, that's been part of our recess or our PE time, is having dance class. So we're constantly trying to think of fun, different ways to get you guys more connection with the teachers and just to get you more tools that you can have in your hand to implement at home, since we've all become instant homeschool parents, really. And I just really would like to end this message to you guys with something that's been pressed on my heart. There's so much information swirling around, and I know there's been so much change. And it's been hard. It's been hard. And if we're not careful, we can really slide down into this place where fear and worry grip us. So I'd like to share some Bible verses with you if that's not something that you're cool with. I don't have any more Tippi Toes updates, so you can just stop the video here. But there's a verse that's just, God has been laying on my heart ever since all of this happened. And the information's just been flying that it's so easy for us to get sucked into that. But the way that we can combat that, and especially set a good example for our kids, it comes out of Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. And it says, set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on this earth. Yes, as parents, as husbands and wives, we're going to have to tend to some things in our home. If we've been laid off from our jobs, finances, we're going to have to tend to those things. But what God is talking about here is fixing the attention in our mind on him and trusting that he is still in control, that he is still going to be our provider. He is still going to take care of us. And that is where peace is found. And so that's Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. But I also want to go over here to Romans 8, verse 6. Where it says to set your mind on the things of the flesh, which is like all the craziness that we're dealing with. To set our mind there is death. And what he means, it just kind of rots away at us on the inside. But to set our mind on the spirit of life, which means set our minds on the fact, on the promises that God is still in control, even in this chaos. When we set our mind on that, there is life and there is peace. And more than anything, you guys, what my prayer is for you and for your children and for your families who we've all just been juggling all this change is that you experience a sense of peace in all of this. And I'm praying for your families by name, and I'm believing that if there's needs that you guys have, reach out to us. We are doing our part to try to connect people with different resources for groceries and food drop-offs and tangible things that we all need to get through this. But also just the encouragement that, guys, while we're going through this, let's make the choice to set our mind on the promises of God. And a Bible commentary that I have that I love said it's like setting our mind on a channel. And I'll just read that to you here. Setting your mind is like choosing a television station to watch. You can watch channel 5 or you can watch channel 8. But you can't watch channel 5 and channel 8 at the same time. So that's my prayer for you. That's my prayer for all of us. As we're walking through this and as we're needing to stay updated with all the information, that we don't get consumed by it. We can hear it, but we're going to keep the television station in our mind and in our heart set on the promises of God. I love you guys, and I'll be in touch soon. Thanks.